A verdict in the most high-profile murder case in San Diego in years. Larry Millete found guilty of killing his wife, Maya. The jury reached that verdict this afternoon after less than a day of deliberations. We have a team of reporters at the Chula Vista Courthouse. Let's start with ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo, who's been covering this trial from day one. Laura?
And Kimberly, I was one of the people inside of the courtroom as the verdict was read, and I can tell you it was a very emotional, very tense moment. Maya's family, a lot of Maya's family, her big sister, Mary Chris, were in tears just as they were walking into the courtroom. But as they read the guilty of first-degree murder verdict, she became inconsolable, collapsing into her husband Richard's arms. I was sitting behind Larry Millete, who showed no visible emotion as he heard the verdict. He's been in the courtroom the entire time throughout this trial. One of his defense attorneys, defense attorney Colby Ryan, bowed his head as people filed out of the courtroom. Maya's family and supporters cheered loudly. Larry's family, sitting behind him, stayed very stoic as Larry hugged his attorneys. He then turned to his parents and raised his eyebrows a couple of times, but made no other obvious emotion or motion to his parents. Now, Larry's defense team declined to talk after the verdict, but the prosecutor, the acting police chief, and Maya's big sister, who's been the big push since Maya went missing over 5 years ago, they did speak to us after the verdict. Mary Chris thanked everyone for the support, including the search warriors that have gone out looking for Maya since she disappeared. She thanked the prosecution. She thanked the police chief, but she said there's still work to be done.
Justice probably have been served today, but we still have my sister out there. We still have the second step to go through. We still have to bring my sister home, to bring her to her 3 children that's been waiting for her for 5 years. And we still ask the public for help.
And as you might remember, Mary Chris does have custody of Maya and Larry's 3 children. Those 3 children you just heard her mention. We're told that the searches for Maya will continue because, again, her body has not been found. And this is a case that I have been covering for the last 5 years, since about 2 or 3 days after Maya went missing. Melissa Masiha joining me now. We both live in the South Bay, and this is something that's really captivated this region. Melissa, you were outside of the courtroom as people were filing out. Dozens of supporters who've never even met Maya.
Yeah, and I can just tell you right now, there is an online Facebook group that we have been monitoring. More than 15,000 people from all around the world are part of that group. And you mentioned the support for Maya over the years, and that is absolutely true. Even as of this week, they were having online prayer vigils as we were waiting for the verdict. So after the verdict, outside, of course, some of the jurors came out. Larry's parents also came out. I spoke to them very briefly. They were very polite. They didn't want to talk and then made their way away from the media. Like Laura mentioned, Larry's defense attorneys, they also came out. I did ask them again if they had a comment. They said have a good day, and they walked away together hand in hand. There were a lot of supporters, like Laura mentioned, who didn't know Maya, who were in court. They all came out here as well, some of them honking their horns as they were leaving the courthouse. There were also some jurors who came out here. A couple of them spoke to us, and we spoke briefly to Leticia Gutierrez about their decision to find Larry guilty of first-degree murder.
A little stressful. We thought we were going to end up going till next week, but before lunch we came to the conclusion that it was guilty. And of course, nobody wins. And of course, we think about the kids. They're the ones that suffer the most.
And back out here live again in front of the Chula Vista Courthouse, we are still waiting for when the sentencing will be. There hasn't been a date set just yet. Hopefully this will start to bring some type of closure for Maya Milliete's loved ones. Reporting live here in Chula Vista, I'm Melissa Masiha. Back to you.
Thank you, Melissa, for reporting live at the courthouse.